sight of ghosts in the night and skeletons in my closet. I love the sound of goblins around and creatures in my attic, 'cause Halloween's my favorite fun.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Sulk stream. I know you've missed me, and I'm here to alleviate that. Alleviate that? Alleviate that. My hair is fluffy. Welcome to the Sulk stream, guys. I hope you guys had a good day. I hope you guys had a good day wave. I hope you guys were okay without me. I was not sick or anything like that. I have a vacation coming up, and there is a lot of stuff that I have to do. So it's just part of the deal. I will be gone all week next week. I am going to Hawaii. I am going to Hawaii. So I will be gone all week next week, and maybe I will do a Thursday show. Maybe I will do a Friday show. That is, I don't know yet. I'm kind of getting into vacation mode, you know? Where I'm just like, fuck it. Why do I have to do shit? Like, why do I bother? Fuck it. I'm cruising right into it. You see, you can't just go all vacation all of a sudden. That's shocking, right? That's like jumping into a cold pool of water. You don't want to do that. You want to dip your toe in. It takes a little bit to acclimate, right? And so I can't just slam myself into that kind of relaxation. That's not how you do it. That's not how it's done, okay? I am an expert at relaxing. I know how to do it well. I know you can tell. Anyways, tonight we're talking about fat people. Yeah. There's a lot of them. And we're going to be making fat jokes. And I might be eating candy. I forgot to bring snacks for this. I should bring snacks and cookies and like maybe a pizza or something. I don't know. Whenever I watch fat people, I'm like, damn, that bitch knows how to eat. And I'm like trying to like how do you fit the whole thing in your mouth, right? It's a giant piece of pizza and she like folds it with a palm. Like, a 12 fucking inch hot dog. Like that. It's amazing. It's honestly a talent, right? You spend your whole life doing something, which is eating absurd amounts of food. And you're going to get pretty good at it. You're going to be eating for America, right? You're going to be on the U.S. Olympic team. I mean, they're not in the best shape, and they kind of have a high turnover rate because they don't live very long. But besides all that, we're talking more specifically about how fat Gen Z is, which is sad, right? Because if you're a kid, you shouldn't be that fucking fat. And I'm not going to feel bad for them, because I don't do that. It's not my thing. Yeah, it's not my thing. But we are going to be making fun of fat people, so it is a classic Sulk stream tonight. It's going to be nice and easy, so get ready and, yeah, get comfy, get cozy, grab a nice glass of gravy, you know, a tankard of chili, something like that. It's something very calorie dense, because we're getting into it. If you're working, keep working. Unless you're working out, then stop working out. If you're driving, drive safely. Unless you're driving a rascal scooter. Then fucking pin that bitch, dude, because you got places to be. Even though you park in front of the grocery store, you still got places to be. So knock over old ladies, kick children in the face. That's your right as an American. Anyways, I'm the Incredible Sulk. This is a Sulk stream. And this is called Gen Z Fat Talk Compilation. Enjoy.
Holiday was in Wednesday. She died.
This went super
You
long.
ready to get supersized?
Oh, yeah.
She died too.
Yeah. By the way, I'm sick of seeing this monster. All right? Look, I get it. She's like, whatever. I don't like seeing it. She's not conservative or anything like that. It's a guy, for God's sakes. I don't know if I'm going to get kicked off YouTube for that. I don't give a shit.
I got the big.
I don't give a shit.
He's dead.
YouTube doesn't even fucking pay me. And there's like 80 subscribers over there. So whatever. Oh no. Oh no.
Join me on my Fat Positive radio show.
Which didn't last long.
Tyrone Watermelon died. 2842. Seriously? So Tyrone Watermelon was taken. It has 3 eyes. And it was taken, so you had to put 2842 at the end? I can't believe that. You couldn't have just gone with the Tyrone Watermelon DAIII. And they're like, yeah, no one has ever taken that screen name. You can have it, right? He's like, nah, I'm going to throw the 2842. Is there like another? Never mind, dude. Never mind. He says, hey, man, what's poppin'? I had to say that like a Mexican. Not much.
Long because she died.
That is
What's up?
White, ladies and gents, and she made that video not too
Hey,
long
Goofy.
ago. It went super
I'm in charge.
viral. I made a video
Knob.
about it, and this
The
is
rest of you.
showcasing these
So don't be like, he didn't mention my name, because like, just don't fucking be like that. All right.
enormous human beings who
There's a
have,
lot of fucking names. What do you
unfortunately,
want?
And remember, they are human beings, obviously. Unfortunately, they've passed away. But what we need to remember here is their entire lives were dedicated
Big B Trucker says a vacation in this economy. Yeah.
to one thing, and
Yeah,
that is being
yeah.
super obese. Like, that is a
Ah! My God, is this what we're doing tonight? Is this show turning into a fucking freak show? Is that what this is? Hey, Hog Dog, $5. Appreciate that, bro. He says, Hog Dog, say it. Say Hog Dog. Hog Dog. Shut up. Shut the fine. Hog Dog. Hog Dog. You got a little spin, an extra spin, because you gave me $5. Hog Dog. I don't know if that was worth it. I mean, if I were you, I wouldn't donate again. But
one thing to have as your only personality trait. The only thing that you're selling to the world
Pamunky
is
says
the
awful.
fact that you are overweight. And what we're seeing here, people who overeat, who don't change anything, who
I'm not
want
dirty.
people to accept.
This is disgusting. I'm sorry, this is Gen Z. How old is the oldest Gen Z? How old is the oldest Gen Zer? Is it 30s? 30, young 30? I'm sorry. You're a wreck, bitch. You are an absolute wreck. And why do you got the tiger stripes? I know you don't have kids, because any fucking I know you probably maybe aborted a couple of kids, but there's no reason for it to get that big. There's just no reason for it to get that big. She says, I will not betray my body. We're achieving levels of irony I can't even comprehend. Because, like, first of all, are you a guy? Because you never know with this kind of, look, I'm assuming it's a chick, right? But, like, it could be a guy. Could be a guy. I don't want to be a bigot. That's not me. That's not John. John's not a, like a hateful hate person. Right? Right? No, this is a train wreck.
Accept them for the way that they are. We are seeing people doing exactly
Peak
the same.
25-year-old
as
Big B
somebody
says.
who gets
So this is pornography based. Can I say that on YouTube? I don't fucking care. This I guarantee you she makes the bread. She makes the cheddar. She makes all of the mayonnaise on like OnlyFans, OnlyFats, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, she eats stuff on camera and people give her money for it. And I'm like, why can't I do that? Because I'm not a girl. Because I didn't have this world handed to me on a silver platter. And then, like, if you just eat fucking sloppy hot dogs on camera, people will give you money for that. Because I would do that. I would have no shame. Not even an ounce of shame. Right? I'd be like, I have a bad relationship with my father, so I'm going to go just footlongs, tossing them back. And I'd probably make pretty good money. I'd probably, instead of doing stupid fucking impressions, I'm not even good at those.
Gets on the internet and drinks heaps of alcohol.
I drink instead. You guys don't pay me to drink. I just drink because I got the sads.
Every single day is a massive alcohol.
I got the sadness deep inside me, so I'm all like, oh, I'm going to get you. And it does. Until the next day when I wake up and I'll be like, oh, you're back.
And is dying, killing
You're
the
back.
that shit. It
My old friend depression. It's like a warm, spiky blanket.
is exactly the same. These people are on the warpath to death, hounded by chicken nuggets. Ladies and gentlemen, that is what we are seeing here.
Is your life better? Are you happier? Is everything better now that you're slightly smaller than you were before?
Slightly. She's getting strangled by her own fucking neck. Imagine being so fat that you're getting strangled by your own neck. No one has the ability to like wrap their hands around your neck. Maybe like Andre the Giant or something. But like no normal human being that doesn't play in the NBA can wrap their hands around your neck. But you're still constantly being choked. Imagine constantly wearing a turtleneck that's just way too tight. That's what that has to be like.
Well, absolutely. And I'm not a little bit smaller, I'm a lot smaller. I can still have kids, and that may not have happened if I had stayed the size I was. Like, my question to you is, can you honestly say that you are 100% happy and healthy?
I think it's...
I don't know if you caught that, but Gorlock version 2 or volume 2 is hilarious. Well,
Gorlock's a guy, right? Gorlock is a male. I didn't know that. I thought she was just a horrendously ugly female. But when you get to a certain level of rotundity, I think you become androgynous, right? It doesn't really matter what gender you are because your body is just fighting for its life. So it's like, I'm not going to push any of those like, biological factors. Like there's no Adam's apple or anything because it's buried in fat, right? And you don't have any like pecs and like the hips and stuff, the shape of the hips and the breast. It doesn't matter, right? It's all just, it's buried in fat. It's all buried in fat. So whatever. Be a guy or be a girl, it doesn't matter. You're sterile anyway. There's no way you're having a kid, but sometimes they do. Those big 600-pound ladies are like, I got knocked up by Tyrone. And I was all like, why? I mean, I know it's not a why question because it's just because they can. But then a little mulatto kid pops out and all he does is laundry and fucking put chicken nuggets in a fucking air fryer like the first 5, 10, 15 years of his life. And then he becomes enormous too. That's sad, right? That's sad. Again, I don't feel bad for them because that's not my thing here. That's not what I do. I don't feel bad for people. Boo. But it is sad.
Well done to whoever made this video.
It's really interesting that I feel like I need to justify my existence in this.
Shut the fuck up. How about that? How about you shut the fuck up?
I agree with him.
You need to justify your existence. Anyone who says to you, ooh,
You don't need to justify your existence. You need to justify your weight. That's what you need to do. You need to justify why you decided to put so much fucking ass on your fucking ass. Why did you do that to yourself? And don't be like, oh, I was molested when I was a little girl. Were you hotter then? I mean, like, because there's no way anybody's going to fucking risk life in prison to hit that. There's no fucking way. 'Cause you're telling me at one point in your life you were attractive? It's definitely not now. It's definitely not now. Is that what you're doing? Well, he won. Good for him.
do I need to justify?
I can understand that being a spicy take. But yeah, yeah. But also, I don't believe it. I don't believe you were ever attractive to anybody. So there.
Justify my existence to you? You need to respond to them with a very...
You were molested by food? I mean, like... Yeah. Probably. But she did it herself, right? She really did some terrible things to herself. Her own body. And she just wants to blame somebody else because, well, women, you know.
Simple word. Yes. Fucking justify it, motherfucker.
I just think that this how the way the discussion is running is very indicative of the general prevailing attitude towards fatness and the refusal to even accept that potentially there can be other ways of.
Christian says, do mulattoes know how to change the batteries? No. I was playing Red Sec on Battlefield, you know, the Battle Royale. And I was on a headset. I was doing quads. And this black guy, his fucking smoke alarm kept chirping, right? And I was like, change your fucking smoke alarm battery. Dude, it's ridiculous. It's like every fucking 30 second chirp. I'm like, oh my God, dude. I'm trying to like communicate and like win this shit. By the way, me and Christian, we won a round. We victory. Fucking W. He honestly carried a lot of the match though. I'm going to give him credit for that. He carried a lot of the match.
You're not healthy. You're not fucking healthy, mate.
What are you eating? Like, I just want to know, and I'll tell you what I eat, and we can.
And anybody who plays those battle royales knows that's an achievement. That's hard to do.
And so that's what it comes down to. Like what you're saying is
you said you do
incredibly.
Of course it comes
Did he have breakfast? Breakfast 9? Are you making a breakfast 9 joke?
down to what
Oh no, you're making a low IQ joke. Yeah, he had 9 breakfasts. Sorry.
Weird fringe lady. You've got the exact same fringe as me. That's weird. That's different to have on a big old gal.
Hey guys, I wanted to show you
Fashion sense has divided the internet.
The top is from Amazon.
Oh. The problem is being proud of it. You know, if you're big and fat like this and you look at yourself in the mirror every day and you just can't help but like have tears run down your face and be like, what did I do to myself? And then sit there and blubber. Then I'll be like, yeah, you should probably fix that. Right? But if you sit there and be like, yeah, fit at every size, I'm sexy. And then you wear shit like this, I am more than disgusted with you. I don't know the term to be more disgusted. Can somebody look it up in a thesaurus where there's another term for disgusted that has more oomph? Because a girl like this, she requires oomph. She requires a lot of oomph. Her name should be oomph.
So the calfskin fishnets. This
Oompha Thurman.
clutch is from Shein. This skirt is from Shein. Amazon and Pneumonias.
I think
Knob saw Black Ops 7 coming soon. Nobody gives a shit.
if the
I've had it with Call of Duty and like I don't give a shit. Don't give a shit about Call of Duty. I'm fucking so sick of all these skins where you're like fucking taking bong rips out of your rifle. Stop that. I don't need Seth Rogen acting goofy and like shooting some guy and some like what are those kills? I don't need any of that. You've gotten way, way too far with your gay little microtransactions. It's not cool. It's not cute. It's not funny, man. It's super duper cringe. It is super duper cringe, right? All the fucking weapon skins, all the fucking player skins. Oh, look at me. I'm Chucky. Look at me. I'm going to stab you in the face. Oh, isn't that? No! No! No, 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 no. That's not why I want to play this game. I want to have at least an ounce of realism. And it doesn't even matter about realism, right? It's just overstimulating. It's already a stimulating game. That's part of the reason I liked it, right? I played the shit out of Modern Warfare 2. Don't get me wrong. And old school with the N-word lobbies and everything. The best part. You call your friend an F-slur, they call you back, everyone be like, you suck, and I'd be like, yeah, well, I'm drunk. That's the best part, right? Now everyone is like, no, you can't talk to each other because no one here can behave. Yeah! That's the whole point. That's the whole fucking point. The lobbies. It was the lobbies that were good. Bring back the lobbies. Take those microtransactions. Take those loot boxes and shove them deeply in your ass. Please do that. Please. I'll pay you to never see a microtransaction again. How about that? That's what you like, isn't it? Money? You want money? Then get rid of that fucking shit. Because I haven't played I got Black Ops 6, but I didn't play much of it. But like, I just can't do it, man. And like, everybody's there is using aimbots and shit anyway. Or I just suck and I'm old. That's also possible. Shit ain't the same. It's not like back in my day. Back in my day was cool.
Last few years have taught us anything. The government can have a lot of control over what we do, what we wear. Maybe that's a good thing, okay? Because whatever this isn't okay. Now,
Dan Stott says, Rumble being gay tonight, had to refresh several times for chat. Well, I think they might just have beef with me. I don't know.
Whenever I post one of these videos, people always say, hey, you shouldn't have an opinion on that, particularly ladies say.
You got to pay me. That's what you got to Rumble. Pay me. Pay me the money that you owe me. Pay me. Pay me. Pay me.
This a lot. Why do you care what she wears? I don't care about what she does. What I care about is that people are lying to her and to themselves. And if I sit there and don't say...
You guys can also you can also go over to YouTube. If you're having that much trouble in Rumble, you can go to YouTube.
Say anything.
And if you want to donate, you can still donate to my Ko-Fi. Or my PayPal. Or my locals. I mean, really, you guys are not limited on options. You can go to my Twitter and then put a little button at the top, and that goes to my Venmo. These are all options.
Then who the fuck am I?
These are all
I'm not doing anything to help the situation. Where I can help the situation.
But it's like, no, Rumble's not working well tonight, so you're not getting anything. So I'm like, oh, okay. Well, it's not like there's a million other options.
The question is to say this.
It's going to be a lame Hawaiian vacation, honey. Because the chat hates you. See, now don't you feel bad?
Lady is morbidly obese, and her dress sense is also morbid. It's terrible. It's awful. Fucking stop it.
Pneumonias. I'm about to catch pneumonia. I'm standing out here so...
First World says, I was in a lobby today. Nobody said the N-word, though. Very disappointing. Real lobbies aren't like online lobbies. I'm not talking about like a hotel lobby. Or like a lobby of a bank. If you go into like a lobby of a bank or something like that and start shouting the N-word and calling everybody an F-slur and stuff like that, first of all, let me know because I'm going to go there and film it. But also, second of all, I'm going to respect you a lot. And then third of all, you're probably going to get kicked out. But then you'll have my respect and I'll have a pretty cool video. So I'm not telling you what to do, but like, Sulk approves.
Yes, you look like a dude at a Mad Monday event. That's what you look like.
Dan Stott says we love Jess. Then prove it.
Recreate this amazing...
Honestly, if somebody could donate to my Venmo that I have, because I want to see if it works. No one has ever done that. Even $1 to that, because I just want to see if it actually works.
So she's going to recreate the photo. This is going to be great.
I actually went out and just bought the exact same outfit from Savage X Fenty. Luckily, Savage is plus size friendly, so that was super easy. I did forget to film the pants. I then grabbed a pair of high heels because she was wearing high heels, and this is what it looked like when I was taking pictures. This is the final shot.
If you think that...
Ew. She looks like somebody spilled mustard on her shirt, on like a white shirt, and then she's the mustard stain.
That looks good. You are doing nothing but lying. All right? And you look down on other people who would say...
Look at the chick on the left. She's hot. She's good looking, right? And then you're just fucking fat and gross. This is not about a societal standard of beauty. This is not like, oh, you just been brainwashed into thinking skinny girls are attractive. Even if I have, that is some effective brainwashing. That is some very deeply effective brainwashing. And if they can actually brainwash me that effectively, then we're all fucked. We're all screwed. There's nothing that can be done, right? Because they just have complete control over our tastes and our vision. There's a difference between brainwashing and hypnosis, okay? And I think you think everyone is being hypnotized because you're not pretty. You're fat. I mean, you're pretty fat, but in no way attractive to anybody of the white race.
Say that it doesn't.
What?
You know it does. Fuck you, mate.
Okay, I know they put in those sounds, but that's pretty funny. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Hey, listen.
Dude, I'm really impressed by the amount of weight those things can take. Those little scooters with because it's just battery powered. I'm like, wow, that shit really can really move a lot of weight. Is this like, wow. Damn. Because I've seen them go up hills and shit like that. I'm like, damn, that thing could like tow a boat. I'm like, that is like really impressive.
Playing the audio of a semi-trailer, a giant truck getting up a hill with this beautiful woman driving along in what she needs for her disability is not funny. And if you laughed, you're a fucking asshole.
Leo says she looks like a trash bag filled with fists. Okay, yeah.
You should be ashamed of yourself and fuck you to the moon.
What's your biggest turnoff in guys?
Probably
White skin.
when they don't work out. Go to
Oh, really?
I'm even more surprised. What the fuck? I am more surprised. Wow. Flabbergasted, gobsmacked, something like that. One of those words. I can't think of words tonight. You guys have to help me. What? Have you even seen the inside of a gym? I bet she has. And she goes and she wears like tight ass clothing, right? And the midriff stuff and like thinks she's hot and then lifts 5-pound weights for like a minute and then goes to a pizza buffet afterwards and just absolutely wrecks shop. And they have to ask her to leave. They're all like, yeah, no, it ends at 2 and this is obviously, it's over. So please leave. Please go home. Go.
stuff, yeah.
Okay, so they said, what's your biggest turn-off?
Aren't just 6-pack, 6 foot, 6 figures, and 6 dicks. 6 dicks. What is this, like the Lord Shiva of porn stars? What? No, it's like 6 inches of dick. Is that it? Because that seems average, doesn't it? Said the fattest woman alive. Knobstock says 6 subs. Yeah. $5 footlongs.
Lady in the green.
Those days are over. The $5 footlong days are over. I'm sorry. I hate to break it to you, but now they're like not even a foot long. And like, how much are those? Like $10 now? It's a shame. Inflation is killing us all. But not these women for some reason. By the way, have you guys been seeing how much people are getting in EBT food stamps? Like a well-paying job worth of food stamps. A well-paying, not like minimum wage, you're working at the Dollar General or anything. Like a well-paying $50,000, $60,000 a year job in food stamps.
Top for some reason. She said...
Leo says $9. That's disgusting. I mean, they were disgusting before. I mean, you go to Subway, like it's disgusting. Subway is gross. I can't even be real bread. But it's still $9. That's not worth it, man. I remember I went to the Chipotle a couple weeks back and it was like $17 for a burrito. I'm like, I'll pay you, but I'm not going to be happy about it. Because I remember back in the day, it was $7. I remember back in the day. This is a real back in the day show. This is me. This is John's nostalgia program. Do you guys like the nostalgia program? Back in my day, we used to get to say the N-word in COD lobbies, and we had $7 Chipotle burritos. We were kings. Kings. But fucking for real, we were. I mean, that was a better time. That was a better time. You get a fucking fat burrito and chill with your homies playing COD. That was a good night. That was a good night.
I noticed you're very circular, which I find interesting. But what do the other ladies say? Let's go back.
Oh, really?
Stuff, yeah. White man.
You turn off white man, you fucking racist.
So what do you guys prefer in a guy?
Look, I'm not going to call you racist for having your preferences and stuff like that. But let's not pretend that if you could go for a white man, like if a white man would actually accept you, that wouldn't be your... Because you only get attention from the slave class. Was that worse? Was that a worse way of saying it?
Really rich.
I was trying to make it like... I was trying to soften the blow, but then I said slave class. Like, that softens the blow at all.
Really bad. At least.
Okay, that's...
Okay, Despite gave 5, and he has a link for us. Let's check this out. Oh, it's not even working for me. Hold on. Give me a sec. Fuck you, Rumble. Come on, just update. Give it a second.
Racist. I guess she can say it because she's white, but I just find it's a really weird thing that you can just say that. No one bats an eye at it. But if you said it about any other colour, you'd be fucking pulled across the coals. Also.
Yeah, you would. Because, like, what if a chick was, like, only into Indian guys? And then she was like, I don't like black men. And people would be like, whoa! No. It's not what you think. It's because I like Indian guys. And they're like, oh, okay, that's cool. Is something going on here? Is something going on here? Like, come on. Let's not pretend it's completely fucking obvious.
So, black dudes watching this, what's your obsession with fat white chicks?
Attainability?
It's got to stop.
So what do you guys prefer in a guy?
Really rich. Really black.
Really rich? It's not a fucking chocolate cake, you fat bitch, dude. You're not gonna...
At least 6'5".
6'5" is a fucking... That's a big dude.
5?
Yeah.
Oh.
She's 6'5". He's got to be taller, you know? No? Yeah, just lots of money, really.
Lots of money and 6'5", and black is my coffee.
Okay.
What are you bringing to the table? I could ask what are you taking off the table, but the answer would be...
Pretty good. That's pretty good.
Mostly everything.
A yacht and stuff?
Yeah.
I didn't mean to stomp on your joke there, bro. That's pretty good.
There's no jokes there about sinking yachts, so let's move on.
Take me on trips. Pay my rent.
Mate, she must be kidding, right?
Pay your rent. Pay your fucking rent? I mean, like, how big are they making apartments?
She's got a big smile on her face, so she must
Is
be
she
fine.
like? Because look, I mean, like in New York, I know there's certain doorways that you will not fit through. Right? There's certain doorways in certain cities. Never mind. Right? No one's paying your rent. No one's paying your rent.
Fucking around.
Who has a harder life?
Absolutely women.
Why?
Okay, first of all, it says we bleed. Okay, fine. You bleed once a month for like a week, which is like, I would understand that being annoying for sure. But like during the other 3 weeks, you don't do anything. And they'll be like, no, I have a job. I'm a social media coordinator. So you tweet all day? You don't even tweet all day. You do like 2 Zoom calls a day and then go eat lunch and then that's it. No, I make tweets and I make tweets. Shut up. No, you don't. Look at you. Come on. Come on, let's be real.
We bleed for a week a month. We're sexualized everywhere we.
Are you?
Sexualized. What? I don't know. This is women just constantly gassing themselves up. They're all like, people find me attractive. This is delusion. This is stone cold delusion. This is them constantly being like, everyone finds me attractive. People always find me attractive. They just don't put up obvious signs because they're intimidated by my big fat fucking ass. That, come on. It's not that people are intimidated. You're not attractive. That's why people don't talk to you. Because you're gross. I would tell you this, but I wouldn't want you to get the wrong idea and think that I was into you. Because I'm not. I'm not. It's very gross.
Okay. Very good.
You get like catcalled.
Yeah.
Despite I've been trying to wait for the Rumble because I can't pull it from here. I can't pull because I have been Rumble Studio. I can't pull the link from here. So and Rumble won't update for me. So yeah. If it updates, I'll pull that link.
Are you?
The parking lot tenant tried to steal me before.
What is he fucking Ronnie?
Steal you? Steal you? Was there okay, Ronnie Coleman, sure, but like, was there a forklift or something like that? Or were you at the top of a large ramp and then he tried to roll you down it into the back of a semi truck? Was the kid from Free Willy there hosing you down? Who is going to steal you? And how many men would that take? Like if one guy tries to kidnap a girl, right? Then he gets that girl. But like it would take a team like of 15 men at least. And then what? Are they going to run? I think you'd be down with that if they ran the train on you. They just ran. You'd be like, no. But yeah, come because you would love the attention. God, why are women such liars? Why are women such outright, unashamed liars? You know that's a lie. I know that's a lie. In some way, maybe she thinks that's a lie, but maybe she doesn't. Because I don't understand the female brain enough. Because it seems like they believe their own bullshit. It really does. It seems like they believe their own bullshit. I'm like, you're full of shit. You're full of shit. No one wants you. No one's going to kidnap you, especially. For what? So they render you down into lamp oil? You have no uses.
Coleman. Are you trying to get my boy?
Christian says lightweight. Yeah. Ain't nothing but a peanut. Ain't nothing but a peanut. Breaks his back.
What if I get to playing video games? love. Your boyfriend's going to jump out of a fucking window if you do that. Please cut it out. Okay, let's move.
It'd be hilarious if the floorboards just started creaking and she just fell through.
Swiftly onwards. Last one. All right, this isn't a video, but this is from...
God damn. Look, I'm going to move this over a little bit because we need a little bit more of that. Big B Trucker, there was numerous times I had to go into a basement to pull a 300-pound person, 4 people to get them on a gurney, and lots of pain to get them up the stairs. Yeah, he says 300 plus, right? But like once you push that 300, look, if you're 240, 250, it's going to be tough for people to get you out of any sort of situation, right? 250 is, definitely pushing it, right? If I had to drag a 250-pound man up the stairs, like out of a fire or something, I could do it, but it's like, it ain't going to be the easiest thing in the world for me. But like, then you start pushing 300, 350, 400. She's probably 450 herself. If there's a fire, the firefighters have to make a decision, right? Do they put the lives of 4, 5, 6, 7 guys in the line of danger where they could not go home to their kids and their families and stuff that night, just so to pull your fat ass out of bed so it doesn't burn? Your skin is covered in like chicken grease and sweat and dead skin cells, I would imagine. There's probably not a lot of showering going on. It's not worth it, right? This is a weird kind of trolley problem situation where do you kill 8 firefighters to save one enormous big fat OnlyFans creator? No, you do not, because she's not happy and those men are. We have to increase net happiness, and you are not a happy person.
Someone who have seen...
Not saying I am. My life is pretty awesome, don't get me wrong. I just, deep down on a genetic level, I have something wrong with my brain. But, my life is still a million times better than Shamu over here. I don't even know what to call you. Shamu's kind of played out, and it's like not the 90s anymore, so that's not even a good reference. What's a fat famous thing these days? I don't know.
On Instagram and TikTok, staying fat in 2024. What a strange hill to die on.
We're plus-size travelers. Of course we check to see if there's a customer size policy before booking.
We're plus-size travelers. Of course we're expected to pay more just to travel comfortably.
Yes. Because when you're sitting next to me, I'm uncomfortable. And so I want you to be at least some monetary. I want to pay less to sit next to a fat person. They should have a budget where it's all like you get to sit next between 2 fat people. You can get $200 off your flight. Let's say 50 to 80% off of your flight if you're willing to sit between these 2 fat people. And then they have to pay the rest. Right? Is that fair? Because I've done it. And I'm a wide dude. I'm shouldery. Right? And I've had to sit between 2 fat people. It's a nightmare. It's not fun. It's not cool. I think I may have put Jess there instead. I don't know. She's much thinner than I am. So it's like, it's fair. Also, my comfort comes first.
We're plus-size travelers. Of course we think about it. We need a second seat before we book a flight.
I'm kidding. Yeah, no, you know what? How about they have weight limits on planes? If you're a human being above a certain size, you have to get on a completely different flight. You have to go on to like a cargo plane or something.
This is a lot of walking. These guys...
A lot of walking. It's not, though. It's not. Because they just shot the scene and then they stopped walking. And then when in total, they filmed maybe 20 or 30 steps, which is probably a lot for them.
It's particularly old love in this video. She has been extremely outspoken as of late, talking about the travel industry and the travesty that faces plus-size people when it comes.
Big B Trucker says Vegas has heavy duty ambulances. What? Due to all the 500-pound people they had to transport. I'll try and find the story. Oh my God. Oh my God. Vegas is for boomers anyway. Do millennials go to Vegas? I don't even think a lot of Gen Xers go to Vegas. I know nobody in Gen Z goes to Vegas because Vegas is for boomers. It's a boomer town, right? That's why it's dying, just like that whole generation, right? And a lot of them are pretty fat. They are. They're pretty fat. A lot of those super duper fat ones have already died off. But like a lot of boomers are pretty fat. Not all of them nowadays, because again, they're getting kind of old, and you know, you don't get very old when you're super fat, but yeah. Dan Snot for another 3. See, Dan, I'm not getting these links, bro. Send them to my ex. Send them to my ex account, and I'll play them off that. And here's another 3. Says, speaking of plus size park sloppers. Oh, he did it twice. Okay, thanks.
To flying or traveling absolutely anywhere. This poor woman
Send it to my ex
deal
account.
with the fact that seats do not accommodate her girth. And I tell you what, that is very, very sad.
No, but like here, I'm going to be real with you about this one thing. They do make those seats too thin. They make them, I mean, like, it's like the size of my keyboard. Not even. They're pretty thin, right? When you go coach, they're pretty thin. So I will give them that. They do make them too thin, and that's not fair, right? I wish they were bigger, but I mean, they do make them bigger. You just have to pay more money for them. So there you go. Pay more money. The secret all along is paying more money. You need to pay them more money. And if you're that fat, you're already spending an enormous amount of money on food. An enormous amount of money. So you should be prepared to spend a little extra money on a flight at the bare minimum. Right? At the bare minimum, please. For my sake. I don't want to sit next to you. And look, it's not because you stink, but you do. Because everybody stinks on an airplane. It's the nature of flying, right? Everyone's going to fart. It's the thing. It's right. I do it, right? I'm going to sit there and fart with you. I'm going to make eye contact with you when I do it. It's going to be audible too. It's not going to be a polite, no, it's going to be. But then you're just flooding into my seat. You're fucking your big, not even your arms on my armrest. It is your gut that is on my armrest. Your gut is in my lap, sir. Your gut is in my lap. Can you please rectify the situation? Because now my thigh is getting sweaty because your stomach is on it. It's very rude. It's very rude.
But she's getting some wins. She's got petitions started. She's got all of these people backing her up on her page, and they've actually
check
had, I think it
DMs.
was Southwest Airlines now has a customer of size including.
By the way, the internet has just been fucking wild. Is that what you sent? That's Big B. That's what Big B sent me. That was a voice message. He said, hold on. Here's a voice message from Big B. He also said, the local stream shouldn't cut off anymore, by the way, Big B. It shouldn't cut off. But this show is a work in progress, so that is what it is. Okay. It was a duplicate. Rebel said it didn't go through. Well, you paid me twice. That's what I'm gonna So, plus size park hoppers. This is what Dan's not sent. Plus size park hoppers. Is this a song? This is a song. No, I'm not going to join you on Suno.
We came to the park to have some fun, but the rides are small for everyone. Marie's down, she needs to leave. Her negativity we don't receive. Pack your bags, Marie. Time to disagree. Plus size park hoppers, gonna eat our weight in whoppers.
Nice, okay.
Plus size park hoppers, we don't care if the ride stops.
It's a ska band, yeah.
3,000 calories a day.
3,000 calories a day is modest, okay? 3,000 calories a day, no, double that minimum. Minimum. 10 is closer.
Keeps the sadness far away. We're too big for the roller coaster, but our spirits are getting closer. Pack your bags, Marie. Time to disagree. Plus size park hoppers, gonna eat our weight in whoppers. Plus size park hoppers, we don't care if the ride stops.
Jameson says his chat broken or something. Yeah, chat's broken. I can see everything you guys are doing, but I guess you guys can't see each other, which is kind of weird. But how's YouTube doing? How's YouTube doing? Hold on. Let me check my YouTube. Just give me a second, guys. I have to do this right here because I didn't bring it up beforehand because there's just reasons, you know? There's just reasons. There's reasons I didn't do it, and it's mostly due to laziness and I'm not prepped properly, and I just don't care. That's like probably the most of it. There's a lot of people in this. There's only 5 likes. Can you guys like the YouTube video at least? If you're going to sit in the chat, just can you like the fucking... I don't know what I'm going to do with you guys.
Exclusion policy. Basically, if you turn up and you're giant, you get a second seat for free. Absolutely free. And if there's someone next to you...
Goofy says I can only see my own chats. I can see all of your chats clearly. All right? I'm on Rumble Studio. I see all your chats clearly.
And you need that seat, they get kicked off the plane. So that's just delightful. And you can thank her for that. So beautiful stuff. Well done.
We're plus-size travelers. Of course we ask for the seatbelt extender as soon...
Despite says this sucks. Do you want me to just read every fucking comment? I'll read every comment. That way you guys can still talk to each other. Because I know this is not about me. I know I'm like this. I'm like the proctor of a test. I'm just the facilitator for you guys to talk to each other. And be like, what are you guys doing? Oh, I'm having a bad day. You know, it's really sad. I can't afford shit. Show's about me. Yo, me. Show is about... It's about me. It's about me.
As soon as we board the flight.
We're plus size travelers. Of course we get dirty looks anytime we're traveling.
Yeah.
Anytime you're out in public. You don't think that's a sign? You don't think that's a sign that maybe you should change something about your life? If you get dirty looks in public constantly, you don't think that's a sign that maybe you should change something up? Well, then you were just... I mean, what? What am I going to do? What is anybody going to do? You're just like...
Yeah, because they're like, please don't sit next to me. Okay, my wife and I, we get dirty looks when we sit next to anyone on a plane because we're both super sexual creeps.
Well, you're both Australians. That's why I would give you dirty looks. Not because... Well, because you're Australians. You're strange.
No, because we have a child, and that people don't want to have the baby crying next to them. But fuck.
I'd be like, fuck you, dude. I hear that baby cry every day. And this is a future citizen that will pay for these. Fuck you. Okay? Go fuck yourself. I'm going to bring my kids on a plane. All right? You have noise-canceling headphones for kids. You don't have fat canceling arm guards for fat people. There's a very big difference. There's a very big difference. Put on your headphones and deal with it. That's it. We live in the future where you can you put on headphones and all sound disappears. That's the whole. And if you can't afford headphones, then that's your fault. It's your problem. It's not my kid's problem. Fuck you. Again, I'll say it to you. And if you don't want to hear it, headphones.
Fuck them. Our baby's more important than you. So suck a fat dick.
I agree.
We're plus-size travelers. Of course society doesn't believe we deserve to travel.
No one doesn't believe you deserve.
Well, hold on there. No, you don't. No, you don't. Look, okay, you deserve to travel, but like on a train with the other elephants and rhinoceros in the circus, right? You can still do that, right? But if you cause a problem, look, they walk down the aisle and then they rub up against everybody in that aisle. Everybody. They're like, I'm just sitting there and I do laugh. And I'm not very subtle about it either. You got to laugh sometimes. That's what life's about. Life is about laughter and, just enjoying the little things. And when you see a big fat person huffing down the aisle of an airplane, you just have to giggle. And you're like, okay. I bet your life is hard. Brings me a little joy because you made bad decisions and now you're suffering because of them. Does that make me a bad person? Oh, well.
Deserve to travel? I just think you should probably walk there.
We're plus-size travelers. Of course we can't use the tray table on a plane.
If you can't use the tray table, then you've got an issue, okay? And you should address that issue.
Hot take here. Going a few hours without a meal is not going to hurt you. I'm just, going a few hours where you're just like, I'm going to skip. I'm going to go ahead and just skip a meal on this flight. I don't think that's going to hurt you. What will hurt you is the pulmonary edema forming in your legs because you're too fat to have good blood circulation. Pulmonary is actually in your lungs, but, God, what is it? Deep vein thrombosis. Excuse me. Got my things mixed up.
And stop complaining about it on TikTok.
We're plus-size travelers. Of course we have to look through tons of pictures just to see if a place is plus-size friendly.
A place is plus-size friendly. And that's another thing that she started a whole petition about, was talking about the inclusivity that needs to happen at hotels. She even said that they need wider hallways.
Then a hotel? My God! A hotel! A hotel needs wider hallways? I've never heard that before. You know how wide a whole family can walk down side by side in a hotel hallway. I've never heard that once in my life. Never. Knob says, yep, clots will finish off these fatties. Yeah. Yeah, of course they will, right? Of course. But like, hallways in a hotel being too narrow for you? I can't believe that. I can't. That's wild. That's absolutely wild.
If you need a wider hallway, you need to look at your fucking gullet and think, hey, maybe I should stop shoving barbecue fucking chickens down there.
Yes. Fuck, like a cartoon just pulls out the skeleton.
Down the plane aisle to
Hey, dude, barbecue chickens are good though. Like you go to Costco, you get like the ones, the rotisserie chickens. Those fucking slap. They are so good. I'll go to town on one myself. Right, one. I will eat one barbecue chicken, but I'll do it with a blanket over my head so nobody, there's two reasons. So nobody sees me, and also to keep the collateral down. I don't want to make too big of a mess.
make sure we don't hit you with grass.
I have to do that too. All right? because I love rubbing my dick on the people on the left-hand side and my ass on the right.
We're plus size.
This is that's the thing, right? If you're in the aisle and you see one of those big fat people coming down, I'm like, honey, scoot way over, honey, scoot way over, way over, way over. Because I don't want them rubbing up against me because I know they're gross, dude. Everyone's gross when they travel. Everyone's gross when they travel.
As travelers, of course we can't use the airplane lavatory comfortably.
I can't either. I'm 6'8". It's very difficult to
Jeez, you're a monster.
piss in there. But it is what it is. They have to fit the average person. Get over it. That's life, mate.
We're plus size travelers. Of course we have to worry about weight-based discrimination.
Not every.
We need to bring back way more discrimination. Way more. Way more. Look, discrimination is not against the law. When you go to an insurance company, do they not ask you like all these things about like your age and your gender and like your previous performance in driving? This is a form of discrimination. I think they even ask your rate. Look, it's okay to discriminate. All right. This is a cult-approved discrimination. It is okay to discriminate against people and generalize too. You can generalize too, right? You can generalize and you can discriminate. I give you permission.
Everything is discrimination, okay? Just because something doesn't fit you doesn't mean it's discrimination. Sometimes things just don't fit you, all right? If a pair of pants don't fit you, you're not discriminated against. They just don't fit you, dickhead.
We're plus size travelers. Of course we bring compression socks on all of our trips.
So, is that something I'm supposed to feel bad about? That you have to wear compression socks? I don't understand. I mean, you don't have to do that. If compression socks make you more comfortable, by all means do so. But like that has nothing to do with me. I'm not laughing at your compression socks. I'm not even laughing. I'm just pissed off that you're flooding over into my seat. But if you're not sitting next to me, I kind of don't care. But then you bitch about you make these videos. And I'm supposed to feel bad for you. I don't. I really, really don't. I really, 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 really don't feel bad for you at all.
We're plus size travelers. Of course we can't find our sizes in souvenir shops.
Letting go
Ew.
of the thoughts that I would be more attractive if I lost weight.
Well, yeah, you would. Attractiveness is about health. And if you're healthier, you're more attractive. You look like you're going to die soon. It's not attractive.
Respected if I lost weight, sexier if I lost weight, successful if I lost weight, loved if I lost weight, happier if I lost weight. Let me tell you this. She's right and she's wrong. She's wrong because she's sitting there in a bra with her gullet flipping and flying.
Which one of these is the boobies? There's like a lot of options.
But also, she's right because you're not going to achieve all these things just because you lose weight. You're not going to find happiness from outside points of view. But you are going to find much more happiness in your life if you work hard on things. And by hard on things, I'm talking here about yourself. A better version of yourself will find it easier to navigate through the world. Now, these people and the 3,000 people that pressed like on this video are all very similar. They like the path of least resistance. They want to give up. They don't want to have to try hard because dieting sucks.
She does need more bras. She needs a whole lot of, like, at least 2 more bras.
I'm in week 3 of...
She looks like Zoidberg.
My diet thus far. I'm down about 3 or 4 kilos, all right? I'm on a keto diet. And it sucks because I'm hungry. I want to eat all this shit. There's all these fucking delicious foods everywhere. I enjoy the keto diet, but I'd much rather be eating shit food. It is what it is. If you want to diet, if you want to be fit, then there's a price to pay. It doesn't just happen.
We're fat. Of course we're monitoring everyone else's food intake because God forbid I eat more than the thins. We're fat.
Well, okay, you won't. You won't. Look, if I sit down at a restaurant and like you're across from me, you're not going to eat more than me. I promise you, right? But the thing is, when I go home, I stop eating. That meal will suffice for at least 4 hours. And then when I go home, I do other things besides sit and eat. I do other things with my life. A lot of people call me gay for riding an e-bike around. But at least it's not sitting there fucking eating constantly. One meal. Well, I have 3 meals a day, but, well, 4. But I don't eat between that because I ate enough. And like, look, you're not impressing me when you order a chicken salad and you're like, I'm like, oh, she's eating so daintily and stuff. And then you're sitting there fucking 500 pounds. I know you're going to go home and eat an entire box of bonbons or fucking like, hit the Cinnabon on the way home and just fucking have a little car snack and shit like that. Look, I know that you're eating way more food. I'm not going to be like, oh, all she has is a chicken salad, that's it? Wow, I don't know what. She must be violating the laws of thermodynamics being so fucking fat. How does she do it? How does she make more fat than she could possibly ingest? It is a mystery of science. You don't violate the laws of physics. You don't. You eat way more food. Come on, just because you're hiding it from me doesn't mean that you're not doing it. You're doing a poor job of hiding it. At least throw up after you do it. If you want to sit there and binge eat, be my guest, but blah. Roman rules, bitch. Come on. Puke up a tooth.
That, of course, all of our pants are going to die in the exact same way.
Blowouts.
That has to be annoying. I mean, that's some bad chub rub, dude. That is some bad chub rub. Can you imagine, like, having that shit to deal with all the time? That sucks. That is something, come on. Always. That's why you don't walk anywhere, because it just causes so much heat between your thighs. That would annoy the fuck out of me.
We're fat. Of course, on dating apps, we're going to use full body pictures and say in the profile, I am fat.
No, you won't. You'll hide 100 pounds in the next room and just do a close-up one of these. This is your fucking profile pic. This is it. Right? Or you'll do one of those pictures where you're out with like your thin, cute friends, and like you won't say specifically which one is you. Right? There's going to be like 3 cute girls, right? With like pretty faces and nice bodies and stuff like that. And then just one enormous whale. And then you're like, that's the one. That's the one. It's the lowest card in the hand. That's the general rule. If she posts one of those pictures where it's 4 girls, it is the lowest card in the hand.
Don't fat chicks do that. They don't do that. Fat chicks out there, you don't do that, do you? It's a photo of your face and your giant tits. That's it. You turn up at the date and the poor...
They're not giant. Oftentimes they're not giant. They're flatsos, right? They're flatsos. They're not giant. You're just fat. You're just super duper fat. And you got unlucky because none of that fat actually went to your breasts, in which case it would be better, but it's still not ideal. If you have a big fat waist, it doesn't matter how large your tits are. It doesn't matter at all. Not to me. I mean, there's people with tastes out there, and those people are wrong. But it's disgusting. It's disgusting, and it's not a turn on. I feel like I'm just sitting here stating the most obvious fucking things in the world. And I feel like I do that a lot on this show. I feel like I just sit there and just state the most obvious shit I can think of. And people are like, oh. But it's like, everybody knows this. Everybody knows that that is not attractive. You in your fucking head know that's not attractive, right? Up here in your fucking fat lobe, right? You know you're disgusting and it hurts you deep in your soul, and you feel that with chicken nuggets. You feel that with chicken nuggets, thinking it's going to make you happy. And it will for 5 minutes until you need to dump another 100 nuggets onto it. Oh, well, I guess I'll keep doing this show where I say completely obvious things.
Dude sitting there looking like he's seen a fucking ghost as you walk over. He's scared because you're giant, and he's also scared for his bank balance because you're about to eat every entree in the menu.
We're fat. Of course.
Shimo says, you are gay, Sulk. He also says women are liars. Background note says, I've hit my jeans with exploding angle grinders and had less damage. Because I bet that's true. Because, like, I really do bet that. Because, like, look, an exploding angle grinder can kill someone. But it's not going to damage a set of Levi's as much as, like, being fat like this is, right? They'll just wear off of your body and it'll be tattered.
A thin person is going to say, I feel fat to our faces when we are actively 5 times their body weight.
Okay.
We're fat. Of course, the only surgery our bodies qualify for is weight loss surgery.
Yeah, because
And even then, not really.
you probably won't recover from other surgeries because you are giant. You are giant. Giant.
We're fat. Of course, people think using the word fat is going to hurt our feelings.
And on that, okay, the reason you probably need the surgery is because you are overweight and things are happening inside your body. Things are starting.
And look, those weight loss surgeries, they don't work. They don't. They never work. The problem with these weight loss surgeries, with these, like, where they staple your throat to your asshole, they don't work because, okay, they staple your stomach. They make it much smaller, right? The size of, like, a tablespoon or something like that. But the stomach has the ability to stretch, right? Based on the amount of food that gets put into it. And after the surgery, yeah, you'll lose a lot of weight for several months, right? You may lose hundreds of pounds, but you're going to continue to eat. And the problem is you're going to continue to overeat. And when you overeat, it's going to re-expand your stomach, and then you're going to gain all that weight back, because the problem is not your physiology. It is your mental addiction to the good times, man. The comfort of stuffing your face full of food. And a lot of people, oh, I got diddled as a kid or something like that. Well, this is not the way to handle that. This is not the way to handle that at all. But roughly the success rate of these weight loss surgeries is around the same as somebody kicking heroin. You have about a 5% chance of success. 5%. 5 fucking percent. Same with heroin. You got about a 5% chance of staying off of it for the rest of your life. Depending if you, like, do methadone or something like that, you know. I mean, a lot of times they go back and just die. 5 fucking percent. 95% chance you're going to gain back all of the weight you're going to lose in the next 3 or 4 months, because you cannot stop yourself. You cannot help yourself. The only way to actually do anything is actually to put in work, the actual suffering, and change your brain and the structure and the chemistry and stuff, so it doesn't crave food like that. It can be done. People do it. But then you'd have to do it yourself. You couldn't blame it on somebody else or have somebody else do your work for you, and that is also a major, major problem. Everything is someone else's responsibility. Everything is someone else's fault to these people. They have no personal accountability. This is why a lot of times they're fucking dirt poor too. So you're mega fat and dirt poor? Because they just have no reason to take accountability. It's not their fault. It's somebody else's fault. It's some childhood trauma, or it's the government, or it's the white man keeping me down, or some bullshit like that. They're going to find something to blame it on. And as much as you try to help them, this is the same that goes for EBT and all that bullshit too. As much as you try to help them, as much as you try to give them a leg up, nothing will actually pull them out of that rut. They have to do it themselves. It's the only way. It's the only way.
Starting to fall apart. But anyway, that's beyond the point.
But they will call us curvy, thick,
You're not curvy.
voluptuous, chubby, fluffy, soft,
Nope.
big boned.
No.
Or
Bones don't get big.
fat. Of course, we mourn for the body that could have been before toxic diet culture was thrust upon us as such.
Look, I will give her this. Diet culture is toxic. Diet culture is toxic. They want you fat. This is a societal problem, right? And you go to the doctor and say, I'm too fat. And the doctor will be like, well, we have pills and we got injections and we have weight loss surgeries. But they're not going to be like, well, then eat less, you fat sack of shit. Which is what a doctor should do. Here's what a doctor should do. I'm going to write you a prescription for no food. Here, take that every day until you're not fat anymore. Take that every day until you're not fat anymore. But they don't want that. They don't want that. They want to pump money into this system that, you know, you make money off of all the shit food, and you also make money off the weight loss products too. It's a gigantic system, and you're unfortunately a victim of that. Again, there's nothing that somebody can give you. GLP-1 drugs, weight loss surgeries, some sort of keto diets and shit like that. In the end, it ain't going to work like that. You just got to put in the work yourself. You got to do it yourself. Sure, those things can help you. Absolutely, of course. But can you do that the rest of your life? Then that's your thing, right? If you want to do keto the rest of your life, then that's your thing. And I don't have a problem with that. You do that, right? But like, geez, you just stop eating so much.
No, your toxic diet was thrust upon you by you.
It's not the diet. Let's be real. It's not the diet. It is simply the amount of food. If you had one McDonald's cheeseburger every day for your entire life, and that is literally all you ever ate, you'd be fine. You wouldn't be super fat. You would probably be a little thin, honestly. But that's not it, is it? It is the sheer amount. It is tons and tons and tons of it that you just keep shoveling down. That's the problem.
Your parents, or you decided to do it yourself. And now you're extremely overweight. And is there nothing you can do about it? Isn't there? You couldn't just stop eating as much food? What a crazy concept.
Which has led to a lifetime of disordered eating. But we really can't have eating disorders, because if we have eating disorders, why are we still fat?
Your disorder is that you eat too much.
Nikki, stop.
Isn't being too fat, isn't like overeating an eating disorder? Hog Dog says, bitch looks like a woodcutter. Get her to the woods. I mean, like, yeah. She's eating like a lumberjack, so I mean, like, might as well work her like one.
I'm tired.
You're not fat. You're beautiful.
You're fat. You're fat. What? And look, I'm just one guy. This is just my opinion. And is it a worthwhile opinion? I don't know. Could be. Might be. But it is my opinion. And I'm sure my opinion is shared by the majority of men. And that's who you want to be attractive for. Don't fucking lie to me. Don't fucking lie to me. You want to be attractive for men. You want to be desired. You want to be the object of desire because that's important to you, right? That's important to all women. Even the lesbians, let's be real, even the lesbians want to be attractive. And even if they're like, no, I like box. Fine. But I don't find you attractive. They're going to get angry about that. I promise you. They might not act angry. They might absolutely act angry. But trust me, they're going to be angry about that. They're going to be upset about that. Because this is where a woman's power lies, is her attractiveness to men. And without that, they're essentially powerless. No one wants to feel powerless.
I'm a fat girl. I'm not going to show up on our first date because I'm convinced you're not going to like me because I'm fat.
What the fuck are you Are you trying to make people feel bad because you don't turn up at dates?
I'm a fat girl.
Didn't I just fucking say that? Didn't I just fucking say that? I'm not showing up because I think you're going to think I'm fat. So the whole thing, you don't think the guy is going to find you attractive. And so you don't even show up to a date. Because you know it's disgusting. You know it's disgusting.
Girl, I'm going to be scared to walk into like a really aesthetic...
Knobsog says it's portion size and lack of activity. It's not lack of activity. It's strictly portion size. You can sit in a bed all day long, and a lot of these bitches do. Let's be super real. Let's not beat around the bush or lie about it in any capacity, all right? These bitches are lying down in their beds for most of the day. Most of the day. Or sitting somewhere. It doesn't matter. But it's strictly portion size. Because they could still lie in bed all day and have a very small amount of food and then not be fat. They wouldn't have very much muscle, but they'd still not be fat. Your body requires in a 2,000 calorie a day diet, your body just sitting there is burning most of those calories. Just existing, just beating your heart, feeding your brain. It's using most of those calories. When you go to the gym, you go for like a 5-mile walk or something like that, you might burn 150 calories. A very small amount of calories. Most of your calories, most of them, go just to keeping you fucking alive. So if you just limit that and lower that, you don't have to go to the gym. You just fucking lie there. And then you're going to lose weight regardless. Do you think the people in Auschwitz were hitting the gym all the time? You know, you think they were like, I mean, maybe they were doing hard labor. I don't know. But I kind of doubt it. But they weren't eating very much at all. I can tell you that.
place like a dermatologist's office.
You're going to be scared to walk into a dermatologist's office because it's so aesthetic. What a very...
You should be scared to walk into a dermatologist because you have a lot of skin. You have a huge amount of skin. That is a lot of skin. You have more skin than a human being should have. Yeah. It's a lot of skin.
Niche thing to say. That is so particular.
Big B says making gains at the camps. Nobody was making gains at those camps. No, no. Everyone's all thin and shit. They're like, I'm fucking starving. Maybe they were working, maybe they weren't. I don't know. I'm not an expert about, obviously not.
But I assume you've had a bad experience at a dermatologist's office.
Or hair salon because I think I'm too fat to be there. I'm a fat...
Cheddar says, I build muscle by going to work and lifting shit over and over again. Well, there you go. I mean, like, yeah. I go to the gym as often as I can, 4 or 5 days a week. And that's where I go and do it. And it pretty much is me lifting things over and over again. That's it. Yeah, that's what I do. So, yeah, but she's not, look, you're not worried about gaining muscle. You should, because when you gain muscle, you're going to lose fat a lot quicker. She's going and using the treadmill or something like that. And like, bitch, that ain't going to work. I'm not going to give you workout advice. I'm not going to do that because you should stop eating. It's strictly your eating. You should stop eating so much. You're a drug addict. That's what you are. You're a drug addict. That's it.
Girl, I'm going to tell the doctor that I go hiking 10 times so that they take my medical condition seriously.
You're going to lie to your doctor. Fine.
And give me the medical treatment that I need.
Well, a lot of the time it is because you're fat that you have medical problems. I think we've covered this.
It's a friendly reminder that eating less and exercising more is not a treatment for weight loss.
Here's a fucking reminder for you, lady.
What? How do you combat that? That point of view. With that point of view, what are you supposed to do about that? If somebody thinks like that, what are you supposed to do? I can't be like, yeah, no, that's exactly how you do it. And they'll be like, nuh-uh, because I do that, I'm still fat. Do it more, stupid. Do it way more. Eat way less. And again, you don't even have to exercise, just eat way less. Exercising is good, don't get me wrong. You should be exercising regardless, but you should be eating way, 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 way less. Way less food. Way less food.
Wrong. Fucking wrong.
If you have a problem with someone's fat body...
I don't have a problem with anyone's fat body. Let me just be very...
I got a lot of problems. I got like and what do you mean by problem? What do you mean by problem? Like, I have a problem? I don't have a problem. It's not my problem. It's your problem. But it's like, you know, like when you see a car accident on the side of the road, you look over there and they're like, wow, that's a problem. It's not my problem. That's a problem. I want to look at somebody else's problem and be like, whoa, that's going to cost a lot of money. It's just out of curiosity. It's not a problem for me, but it is an oddity. It is a curiosity. Not a problem. I don't have a problem with it. It's your problem. But if that car accident comes over my fucking armrest and fucking lands on my goddamn lap, then it's my problem. It's my problem. You're making a problem for me. Please don't make that problem my problem. Okay, that becomes my problem. And also, if you like run up fucking medical bills that I have to fucking pay for because we have a fucking weird medical system in this country, that is also my problem. Don't make your problem my problem. If you want to keep your problem, I don't really care. But do I? Because I might. I might care. Because I don't want you to look like this. Especially if you could be small and like pretty, and if you're like 22 and you weigh 400 fucking pounds, and if you didn't weigh 400 pounds, you'd be cute and tiny and like you have a family and stuff like that, and then, you know, our kids could play together and shit. That does become a problem. That does become a problem, right? When you're actively taking yourself out of the dating pool, if you're taking yourself out of a community and shit like that, that becomes a problem. So yeah, I mean, it's our problem. It's all of our problem. Look, and how much it affects me is, I mean, you can argue about like how much it affects me, and you can really find a lot of ways and stuff, but at the end of the day, it really doesn't. And you're an American, you have certain freedoms. You can be as fat as you fucking want. You really can. Does it piss me off? Yeah, it does. It does, because I saw potential. I can see potential, and you piss it away on French fries. That's like, you know, looking at a baby duck and then stomping on it. It could have been something. It could have been, but no, you decided to waste it. Look at all this. Look at all this. Isn't it a shame? That's why it's a problem, because it's just a damn shame.
Clear here. I have a problem with you saying that you're healthy. There's nothing you can do to change it. That's what I have a problem
Freeside says this is an emotional roller coaster. Again, welcome to the Sulk stream.
with, or convincing other people to be that way.
Because that's what it is. It's fat, overspilling it into your
Oh, they're
seat.
talking about the chat. Yeah. Welcome to Rumble.
Overspilling it into your seat. That's not the person's problem. Okay?
It's not the fat person's problem.
Yeah, no. Look, if you're spilling into the seat that I paid for, there is a premium for space on an airplane. And I'm not exactly petite, okay? So there is a premium for space on this airplane. If you take up the space that I paid for, I'm going to be mad about it. And I'm going to have every right to be upset about that. I will, and I'll make a fucking problem. I will.
That their fat is overspilling into your seat. I disagree.
It's the airline's problem.
Disagree.
Big B says, 1 order of French fries with a side of potential, please. I'm sorry. The potential machine is broken.
That's who you're paying your money for.
Great English.
It means they're not an inclusive company.
This is the TikTok account, Chubby Mermaids.
They're not including people of different sizes.
Well, sorry, you can't include everybody, all right? Otherwise, you'd have fucking 14 different size seats on a plane. That's ridiculous.
Well, just imagine, like, there'd be like, okay, this plane, there's only 6 seats because everyone is so fucking fat. They're not going to make a profit, right? And then there's no planes for anybody.
Actually, no, it's not. They have those seats. They're called first class, business class, or fucking the emergency rows, all right? And
even business class, there is a certain level. Look, they are larger, and I have flown business class multiple times. They are larger, but not that much. Not like that. Not like that, right? They're larger. You can be a larger person, but not like that, because you're not human size. They're built for roughly human dimensions and stuff. Homeboy's 6'8" over here. He might have an issue fitting in the fucking business class seats because, like, they lay down. They lay all the way down. They're fucking sick. But, like, they're not. They might be roughly 7 feet, but still. You know, Yao Ming's not going to be able to lay down.
Let me tell you this. Again, I'm a big dude. I'm 6'8". I sit in the emergency rows, right? Or I sit in business class. Because I'm fucking huge. I don't sit there and bitch and moan about it. Do something about it.
So if it's affecting you, think how much it's affecting that person.
Don't care.
Now, her response to this was that people should measure their bodies and the seats before they book a flight. Find me a flight that's size inclusive, because I've never heard of it.
You can pay more money. You can rent a fucking private jet with a bed. And if you have to make your body like that, that's what you're going to have to do. I'm sorry. Not sorry. Fuck you. Fuck you.
I think there's some of those American, like, Air Force...
They just drop a Jeep out the back.
Planes that they drop, like, Humvees out of. Maybe one of those would be good.
So perhaps it would be more beneficial, instead of doing fat-phobic TikTok videos, to use your...
Am I being fat phobic? Can somebody tell me if I'm being fat phobic? Am I terrified of fat people? I don't think so, because every horror movie I've ever seen, when you run away from a fat person, they can't chase you. They can't, there's no, you're not like fast, or you're not even persistent, right? Like Jason, he's persistent. You won't be persistent. You'd make it 20 steps and then sit down.
Thin privilege, and mention that to the airline, that it's affecting.
Freeside says, bitch, you sized yourselves out of society. Shameless mother. Exactly. This is not society's fault. You were born a normal-sized human being. I promise you were. With normal, basically, you're ugly, don't get me wrong, but normal genetics. Reasonably normal genetics. And then you made decisions. You made choices throughout your life that pushed you beyond what would be considered normal. That is not society's fault. It's not. Right? It's just not. It's not for the rest of us to bend over backwards to fucking accommodate you. Okay? Also, you're an eyesore. You're an eyesore. And that's inconsiderate for me. So why don't you fix that, huh? Why am I like, what? You're not pretty enough for me to look at, so why can't you hide yourself from society? I don't have a right for that. I'm not saying I have the right for that, but like that, the same argument goes for like these seats aren't fat inclusive. Well, so your opinions take precedence over mine. Why? Because you're what? What makes you better than me? What makes your opinions more valuable than mine? Tell me exactly. Tell me exactly why society should bend over backwards for you and then fucking throw sand in my face. Tell me.
In everybody.
Yeah, I'm going to call Qantas. I'm going to call American Airlines. I'm going to call Qatar Airlines and say, hey, bro, I fit in your seats, but fat people don't. You got to change this. Yeah, I'm sure they're going to really take that on board. I'm sure they're going to take that on board. Fuck you. Get in the Humvee flight, all right? That's where you belong.
When was the last time that you had a period?
Oh, God. Jess watches these people. Jess watches this trash and she loves it, dude. I'm just like, oh God, they're so fucking stupid. Like they're like, I know TLC, I know what TLC's doing here because they're all like, this is a gold mine, and it is because they're fat and stupid. They are very, very fat and stupid, and like, there's an audience for that, but they are like retarded. Like, this one specifically, I think they came back. No, it was the other one where they came back and they're all like, yeah, we ran some tests and it turns out her brain is only working at like 1/10 of the capacity. So that's a problem. Like, literally, her entire brain, her brain is not functioning properly due to something, not enough blood flow or something, but she's very stupid. And you can see one of her eyes goes like in that direction. Something's wrong.
Ooh. You don't remember. Okay.
There could be a slight chance I might be pregnant now.
Well, that's horrific.
Really? And why do you say that?
I've been craving weird things that
That's not a sign. Okay, you looking at you, you crave a lot of weird things.
not
Normally craving?
Yeah.
She's got fat on her forehead. Can you see what I see? Look at this. Look at the fat. It's actually accumulated on her. There's a skull right here. How do you have a lump of fat on your forehead? How? It's not even supposed to be fat there. What the fuck? How?
Yeah, let me know in the comment section.
Fat in the brain? She's got a case of fat brain. Fat brain. How? How does that? Where you're good? You're just so fat, and it's your body's placed it all over, all over. It's like, where do we put this? Oh, I found some space right up here. Right up here. There.
Right now, what she's been craving. I'll give you a moment. Please let me know. What do you think this big gal, who may or may not be pregnant, has been craving? That's what I want to know.
And now you crave it.
like water.
Well, some of it
I'm
could
craving
be
water.
Water? You mean you're thirsty? What do you drink besides water?
You know, there is something strange about really obese people or really old people. They just don't seem to drink water. Why is that?
This is water, by the way. It's bubble water, and it's a little flavored, but it is still water. Sparkling water. Just like I'm addicted to these. I fucking wreck these, dude. No sugar, no calories. It's just water. I like water.
Starts to feel uncomfortable at the gym with older men ogling me. Hey, I'm very proud of you for being at the gym.
Ogling?
That's awesome. Okay.
Ogling? Ogling?
Armpit hair to the rescue, works every time. Great that you're at the gym, working hard. That's awesome. Two things: shave your pits. That's gross. Secondly,
yeah, something.
I guarantee you, there's no one ogling you. Sorry, just
no. But look, again, this is women gassing themselves up. They're like, "Oh, everyone finds me so hot. Everyone finds me so sexy." Could you imagine if I went to the gym and I was like, "Why is everyone staring at me?" Nobody stares at me at the gym. Nobody takes a second look at me at the gym. I don't have... This is not... Why is everyone staring? No one's staring at you. No one is staring at you. No one's staring at me. I'm not staring at anybody else. This is a gym. I don't... Like, I'm trying to do the thing and then leave. I'm not hanging out at the fucking gym talking to people. No! No! I'm not gonna do that. I don't want to make gym friends. I don't. Especially not at Planet Fitness. No, I see the same people there all the time and stuff. I don't know. They look fine. They're a lot of them, but they look fine. But like, it's just, I don't want to talk. I'm not here to talk. I don't want to talk to anybody. I have headphones on. Headphones. It's the international symbol for don't fucking talk to me.
Let's not delve into the fictional world while we're here, shall we?
Oh, this is your reminder to put on that.
Christian says, don't tell Royce about your sparkling water. You'll never hear the end of it. What is he going to call me gay? Is he going to call me gay for sparkling water? Like I fucking care. Like I fucking care what he's going to call anything he will call me gay for. All right. If anything, he will find a way to call me gay. That's kind of the shtick. I mean, that's the bit that we're working with. I don't fucking care.
String bikini and rock it like a baddie. Who cares about your stretch marks and how much your tummy jiggles, girl? You look amazing. And our worth is so much more than how we look on the outside.
No.
The ocean, wear whatever
See, they constantly say the same exact thing because they know it's not true. They constantly say, you're beautiful, your worth is more... They say the same exact thing because they know it's not true. And they're telling themselves. They're lying to you as they lie to themselves. It's so tiresome. So tiresome.
Wear, because you look good.
It's all great you can go for a swim. 100%. But it's this lying to people. Like, obviously this girl is morbidly obese. And she's sitting there going, hey, put your string bikini on. Get out into the pool. You look good. You look great. Fuck off. You're lying to people. You are lying. You're selling a
Bingo!
lie. You are a charlatan. All right? You are basically...
A charlatan is a good word. It's a good word. She's saying things that she knows are not true, but she wants them to be true. She wants to be hot. She wants to be desired by men because that is the key to wealth and happiness from a woman's point of view. That is it. That is it. No matter what, they always want to be considered attractive. Across the board, from rich to poor, it doesn't matter. Women always want to be considered attractive. Lesbian, whatever, it doesn't matter. They want to be considered attractive by men. This is a hard fact. It is a hard biological fact. It's what they're designed for.
Getting people to believe something
Hey,
that
Hopla.
doesn't exist, just for them to feel better about themselves and for you to get followers. That is what I have a problem with. And it doesn't mean she's a bad person. I just think that what she's doing right there is bullshit.
Ugh. 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 Look at how much her thighs are rubbing together. That must be painful, dude. And that catwalk is far. She's going to be winded by the time she gets out of the end of it.
Size inclusion in runway show.
Ew, yuck. Just imagine like the thinner models coming out afterwards and then slipping on the sweat that she was dripping off her fat ass. Ooh.
I feel inspired. My response to this.
Welcome to my bathroom.
Great to
Since
be
you
here.
are so concerned about how I wipe.
Glad to be here. All right, that made me laugh. That made me laugh. I don't want to be in your bathroom. It probably is stinky. It's probably stinky and it's probably not very clean. Just like you.
Wipe my outback area. I figured we'd do a little fatty 101.
Despite says, I don't care for sparkling water, but I also don't care if you drink it. Well, thanks, Despite. But here's a weird thing. I used to not like it at all. Used to hate it. I don't know why. One day I just like had it and I was like, this ain't bad. And I just kept drinking. And I was all like, okay, now I'm fucking addicted to this. So if you cannot do that, because it's honestly kind of expensive keeping in the house because I run through it. Don't. Just stay with it. Go like tap or whatever or something like that because buying fancy water is like fucking expensive. It's just, but I love it. I'm addicted to it.
So yes, I'm in my
Hey, you wipe your outback area. That is offensive to Aboriginal
bathroom.
people.
I'm
Couch surfing says I would not say no to a quesadilla when you're off stream. Okay, fine. I'll make you a quesadilla when I get off stream.
currently sitting on the toilet. And yeah, your question is
You just done a shit? Is that what you're saying?
slightly valid.
No, she is doing a shit.
So I will give it some attention.
Okay,
But
this
yeah,
is a 4-minute video, so if you need to make a 4-minute video about how you wipe your ass, it's probably not the right way.
Should I stream from my toilet? Should I set this up in my bathroom? Just stream from my toilet. I'm not gonna be actively pooping, but you know, if the donations are right, maybe that can be part of the show. Would you guys be into that? No? Okay.
my size does struggle with wiping their butt.
Arden Share says, don't you have a robot to do that now? No, that robot's not coming until like next year. Like probably at the end of next year. But I did order one of those fucking robots. One of those Neo robots. Yeah. I did order it. So I'm gonna have a robot. It's gonna be weird. It's gonna be weird.
I walk around.
It's gonna be like walking around the house and shit. I'm gonna be like, what the fuck is that? I'm gonna tell it to do stuff. I'll be like, get me bubble water. And I'll be like, yeah, okay. I'll be like, sick. Will it be good? I don't know.
24/7 with dingleberries. No, I do not.
That's a real shame. A lot of people must have clicked off this video after she gave that bad news.
I have things in my life.
Freeside's gonna beat the fuck out of my robot. What, like, I'm gonna invite you over to my house so you can fucking terrorize my robot? This isn't the Matrix, the animated series, right? Where you're just like, you know, fucking tearing the clothes off my robot and it's got these like big luscious tits. Because I don't think they have the technology for that. Otherwise, I'd pay for the upgrade, but they didn't have it.
My size.
But one day, probably pretty soon, they're gonna have the bust bot, and I will order it.
Assists me in my daily living.
Please, just show us. What is
Years
this?
and years ago, I didn't need one.
Casher says we just might, Arden. I think robots are cute.
I was not nearly 600 pounds. But when wiping started becoming more of an issue.
Freeside says I have a visceral reaction to those robots. I just want to hit them. Why? It's not going to hurt you. It might hurt you. Or do you just want to bully it? In which case, you can buy your own robot and you can beat the fuck out of it. I don't care. It's a robot. Right? It's not going to... I mean, I won't care.
If wiping your ass becomes too difficult because you get too fat, it's time to just put one fucking...
I know. I can't believe I ordered a robot. I'm like, what the fuck am I doing? But I wanted it. I was like, well, I want a fucking robot. I'm going to get a fucking robot. And I did. I sent off my fucking... I'm going to get a robot. It's kind of cool. How good will it be? That is to be seen. But trust me, if you guys are gonna see it.
$2 down. Just one a day. you'll drop heaps of weight.
At my size, as I grew close to 600 pounds, I remembered
600
that
pounds.
this was used back in the day.
Fuck, I hope you wash it.
So this is a fan wear.
Is she telling us how she wipes her ass? That's disgusting. That's terrible. You need an implement to wipe your own ass. Bitch, what would be a wake-up call for you? Because you know you're dying. Is this not a wake-up call? You're dying.
Brand. It's on Amazon. I'll put it on my Amazon storefront. Because you know what? Like, I know this video is probably going to get a lot of fucking hate comments. But at the end of the day, if I can help someone...
I wash myself with a rag on a stick.
Who's
Wipe their
my
ass.
size or bigger or someone...
Like, obviously, you still got...
Couch Traffic says, ugh, these fatties make me hungry. Exactly. So they know how to eat. And I'm like, bitch, I'm hungry too. Like, and you watch them, they eat, and they're like, wow, sometimes it looks good. Sometimes it does not look good. Sometimes it looks good, though.
Got to wipe your ass, but maybe consider, you know, after you buy that on...
Art and Shara says, I just saw a video. It can't even close the dishwasher door. That's fine. Wash the fucking dishes in the sink. Wash the dishes in the sink. And if you can't do that, then I'll fucking send it back. I don't care. If it sucks, I'm not going to keep it. I'm going to send... If I have that shit and it's like a pile of garbage and it doesn't do anything, I'm going to fucking send it back because there's no reason I'm going to pay that kind of money just for it to fucking sit there and be like, oh, look at my robot.
On Amazon, that your focus...
I'm not
should
doing
be
that.
on not being so big that you can't fit your hand around the back of your...
No, Couch Surfing says he's more of a pal than a helper. No, he will not be. He will be a helper. He will do the things that no. And we're not saying he either, all right? We're not using pronouns. We're not going to name it. We're not going to do any of that shit, okay? It's a fucking machine. It's a clanker, all right? It is an object. I want to make this abundantly clear because I don't want you to be like, oh, but we love it. No, it is a tool, all right? It is a machine, okay? I don't want you to cry when I take it out back and blow its brains out because it strangled a puppy to death.
Your giant
Tell me about the robots. Shut the fuck up, you stupid machine. If it makes me laugh, I might have a problem. Because if it does actually say things like it actually develops a sense of humor, I'll be like, ah, fuck. Oh, God. Just sitting by the fucking creek with my handgun. About to execute a robot.
And maybe you need to lose some weight. That's just my fault.
Free says, see, John, there's already emotional attachment. Yeah. Yeah, well, it is what it is.
With this hygiene.
Join me, let's destroy the
If I can help
robots.
them by showing them what I do, then
True Eagle says, you do know there's a person controlling it with VR Google. Yeah, so that's only when, well, apparently this is what they say on the website. It's, you have to schedule a person to embody it, but possess it. Let's say. I don't think you have to have like a pentagram or anything. You schedule a person to possess it, and then it will teach that person that's something new, right? Because obviously there's going to be thousands of these things out there. They can't fill them all with Indians and shit like that. That's just not practical. You'll know when somebody's inside of it, and it's going to probably be... it's not going to constantly... The things light up, right, when somebody is embodying it, and you have to like actually give somebody access through your phone to let them possess your robot, which is terrifying. I understand that. It's not somebody constantly driving it around. So saith the website. Can it be hacked? Probably. That's something to worry about, I guess. But a lot of shit can get hacked.
and that's the reason I.
So what do? You wrap it up. Very nice.
And then this is like spring loaded. So if you spring, and you're in the toilet,
it comes right off.
Falls off.
Look at it. Wow.
A to-go one. That comes in a
to-go
cute
one.
little
One on the move.
bag. and it snaps.
Okay. I think
Okay, so you forgot your wand and you're out and you're just dying for a shit, right? And then what do? Do you just rub your ass up against like the stall wall? Like it's like a grizzly bear scratching its back? What do you just fucking leave it? Be like, I'll clean that up later. Go back to the restaurant. Ew. It's heinous. It's heinous. Tree Eagle says John's robot murders him. Would you blame him? Would you be mad at him? Would you be mad at the robot for murdering me?
Get the point. That's quite enough.
Winter is the perfect season to cuddle.
I'm not cuddling you. You're wet.
But if it slides in, it slides in.
Ew! Ew.
I would worry that I would slide in completely, like not sexual. I'd worry my entire body would fall in between some of the folds that are happening here. But I will say this:
says
I know
barf.
that
Barf. Ew. Nasty. Yuck. Ew.
some men do happen to have sexual urges towards rather large and in charge ladies, and much like
No. The robot is not riding my e-bike. The robot is not riding my e-bike. I'm not gonna put a robot on a fucking e-bike. All right? Or will I?
some women are like really fat guys. No, that doesn't happen. That's right. Because men are actually quite repulsive when they're fat. That's not me saying that's just ladies. Now, I know ladies will talk about until the end.
Yeah, this double standard and stuff like that is... I mean, look, life is about double standards. There's a lot of double standards, but I mean, like... Come on.
How progressive they are and how they don't care about how men look. But if they are this big as this lady, they're probably not going to be.
Eagle, I'll just put a saddle on the robot and I'll ride the robot around. And then Royce will call me gay for riding a robot around. And I'll be like, fine. Right? Giddy up. Giddy up. Be like, yeah, it's the guy that rides that robot around town.
Be overly attractive, right? Am I right in saying that? Probably. But this is why men are such beautiful people. We find women attractive no matter how giant they happen to be. Now, I'm going to go out on a limb, okay? I'm going to go out on a limb and say that this lady here, Abby, is glazed. Good on you, Abby. I'm going to go out on a limb and say she has, top comment is, how about you slide into the gym? That's hilarious. Actually, no, I don't find that funny at all. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that Abby has an OnlyFans, right? Living life to the fullest, body positive and plus size. Getmylinks.com. Check out my giant pussy. Yep, straight to OnlyFans.
Yeah. I need a link tree. I need to set up a link tree. I'm just so terribly lazy, though.
I fucking knew it. Yes, the biggest girl shows everything. That's
Taylor says, I think Royce calls you gay for how you work a dick and the e-bike. Step up your game to electric unicycle, son. Don't see how that would be less gay. Not at all. When you're active, no, I'm not gonna like, ugh. You just...
how body positive she is. She is positive that you can pay $3.50 a month and see her.
$3.50? Isn't that like low? Isn't it like $8 a month or something like that? Is that low? God, dude. What is with women today? It's bad, dude. It's bad. We need a hard reset on society. We really do. We really do need a hard reset on society.
Styling my back
Shit has gone bad.
I refuse to feel shamed for them. I want to wear this shrug, but
you refuse to feel shame for your back rolls. Why? How important do you think you are? Fucking shut up. Imagine posting a video going, I refuse to feel shame for my back rolls. Like, are you the full fucking quid? Do you have anything to worry about in your actual life? Do you have any actual stresses, things you have to deal with? No, you just wake up in the middle of the day and go, I'm going to make a TikTok and complain about things so that my audience who completely agrees with me and has probably just finished a big meal, they can just sit there and go, oh my God, it's so hard being us. It's so difficult.
Anyways, that's our show. That's our show, guys. Thanks for coming. I hope you guys enjoyed. I gotta go make a quesadilla and stuff like that. And, you know, we'll see when I show up. Maybe it'll be tomorrow. Maybe it'll be Friday. I leave on Sunday, so you're not gonna get any Sulk stream for the next week. But check out my my X account at Sulkopath. I'll be posting stuff over there, so you know, if you want to get the down low on what I'm up to and all that shit, then yeah, do that. Hit the like button, subscribe, do all those things. Make the show go big. You know, thanks for the donos, everybody. I appreciate that. I hope you guys have a great night. Stay strong. Be a good cult. You know I love you. You know how much I care for you. I hope you guys have a good night. Be awesome. Be well to each other. Do other things in that manner. Until I see you tomorrow, maybe. Drink a lot of water. Get a good night's sleep and take care of yourselves because I care about you too. I'll see you guys later. Good night. Love you. Bye. That's the wrong button. That was the wrong button. That's the button.
I'm an incredible soul, unhinged and enraged like a bulldog's fierce growl. I'm spitting fire, burning through these trees, questioning the world, unraveling conspiracies. Talking about Bigfoot, Loch Ness Monster too. Government lies, they're feeding me their goo. I'm diving deep into this rabbit hole, uncovering the truth. To their control. I got small nipples, but my voice is loud, going like thunder in this crazy crowd. They say I'm crazy, but I call it woke, unraveling the madness with every word I spoke.